My name is Paul, and I'm here to tell you a story about some unique technology. Have you ever had a dream you were so sure was real? You were so sure you can touch, feel, smell anything you see. What if I told you that there is a technology that makes it possible? This technology is called a virtual reality, and it's a topic of my presentation. But there is a problem, because talking about virtual reality is like dancing about architecture. It's something very, very strange. So I need a volunteer to give you a little show. Is there anything on the audience? Okay, thank you. Come here. We prepared a little show about Polish tech scene. Come here. We are going to put VR glasses on you. So take a seat. And let the magic happen.
Please take a look around, to the left and to the right. Exactly. As you can see, technology may transport you to the other side of Poland in mere seconds. You may see, feel, experience things that were unavailable before. Amazing, isn't it? So let me tell you a story about Poland and people of Poland. There is a generation that believes everything is achievable, especially through technology, and the sky is not a limit for them anymore. There is a new wave of entrepreneurs, no matter if working in their own garages, co-working spaces, science and technology parks, scattered throughout many cities, and sharing one goal, minds that are united in one big dream, and are heading in one direction, forward. Through technology.
Okay, thank you. How was it?
Quite nice. Actually, comparing to that thing, it didn't make me dizzy, because previously I was like a bit dizzy, but that was awesome.
Thank you very much. So, virtual reality. And my opinion, why? It's probably the best new space for your next big business. The world we know, all media we know, are based on frames, a sequence of rectangles. That's how media are built now. And I was wondering how to change this, because all media are based on one rule. How to see the world, how to observe the world through the window. The window that may be your cell phone, that may be your laptop, maybe the TV, maybe the cinema. But it is always a window. And you are always behind the glass. And how to make happen that you are not an observer. You are a part of a story, you are a part of a world. This is how virtual reality works. It transports you into the world, inside the world. It's all based by human perception. Imagine that you are a bacteria, a very, very simple life form. Life for you is only one-dimensional world. You can only go forward. What if you were an ant? The world will be most advanced. The world will be two-dimensional. Good, but still not good enough. And what about humans? How many dimensions are we going to observe, are we are going to experience? What's your opinion? 4. Why 4? Probably 4, probably more. My math teacher told me the anecdote how to imagine, for example, 5-dimensional world. It's very simple. You have to only imagine a n-dimensional world and take that n equals, for example, 5. But it is very more difficult because thanks to technology, through technology, our perception could be unlimited. And virtual reality is a promise. It's a promise of something enormous, because just by putting on the goggles and going nowhere, we can be transported. We can experience things that happens almost anywhere. That is a very enormous promise, but it helps to be anywhere, to take advantage to space, to take advantage to time, to take advantage to some limits like limits or money. Imagine that we just putting on the goggles could be anywhere, could experience things that are unavailable for us. Now we are sitting here in Warsaw, but there are better places in the world that we could see, that we could experience. There are better activities that we could take apart. Something like that. Available for some of us, but there are other that aren't available in any other way than virtual reality. And why, in my opinion, it's a good place for your business? Because a forecast of VR and augmented reality market is almost enormous. It's going to hit a really huge level in 5 or maybe 6 years from now. There aren't any digital market as fast growing as VR and AR market. And how it's based? It's based on hardware, as you can see. It's based on entertainment by games or films or some theme parks. It's almost all based on entertainment. But there are other areas of our activities that may be part, because imagine that in a very near future you don't have to go to shop that you know and watch clothes and watch some other goods you would like to buy. You can all of this do through technology, through VR or AR digital equipment. Some people ask me about use cases of virtual reality. They said, of course, that is the bigger growing market, the bigger growing digital market for now by every forecast. But what are the use cases? If you ask me for use cases for virtual reality, I would like to ask you for use cases for reality. It's almost the same, just one of them is on a digital way. In my opinion, virtual reality will be a game changer for education, for tourism, for automotive, for e-commerce that may be called a VR commerce or e-commerce in the future. It's hard to imagine any business activity that couldn't be transformed into VR equivalent. For example, in medicine. Please imagine a change in medicine education. Just putting on the goggles, you can take a part in a surgery in a very safety way for the patient. Almost every medical student could be a part of some enormous actions, some enormous activities that couldn't be available in any other normal way. But no matter how fast VR headset market, because all VR industry is based on VR headsets, no matter how fast VR headset market, for example, Oculus Rift, for example, HTC Vive, some other stuff like Star VR, or maybe some jokes like Google Cardboard, no matter how fast that market will be growing, there is one problem. How to get a good, how to prepare a good quality content for virtual reality. You may prepare a content by doing it in a game industry way, but it is probably the most expensive way. You may do it by a movie VR or 360-degree movie way, but for now it's also as you can see expensive. But there are some projects like Google Jump. There are some projects like GoPro and Jaunt VR cameras that are going to make available to do a 360-degree video for virtual reality application. I'm here because also my project are going to be a part of that VR world. Meet BIVROST, probably, in my opinion, the easiest way to create a 360-degree video content for, of course, YouTube 360, for announced Facebook format, and undoubtedly for virtual reality applications. My name is Paweł Surgiel. I'm here to announce you a virtual reality as a next generation big media. If you have any questions, if you are going to enter this market, I'm here to give you all the answers you may need. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, do we have questions? Questions from someone? No questions about VR? Really? There we go.
So I have a question. When can we buy the camera and what's going to be the price for that? And do you want to sell it to customers or maybe rent it or something like that?
Of course, you may rent this camera. You may buy it. My goal is to make a VR movie technology achievable for anyone. So some project like Google Jump, like GoPro-based cameras, are for now very expensive. You need about 10,000 euros to start your adventure with those solutions that are now available. My goal is to make a semi-professional 360-degree camera available in very reasonable price, like for example DSLR photo camera. So it will be the same level, but the possibilities are enormous bigger. And will be available in probably next year's beginning.
Any other questions? Any other questions, guys? No? Sure? Okay.
If not, then thank you.
Thank you very much. Applause.